Hello, Christina Rizzo. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you all had a great weekend. I just been so busy with the live streams and things like that, and I've done uh, a few in a row, and hopefully you all been enjoying those. I've been appreciating your content, your comments, and I usually do them at the end of the week. So hopefully you will join me doing those live streams. No, I may not be able to uh, get to respond to your comments if you put them in because I'll be so busy because it may distract me if I'm turning my head reading comments. So, if not on live stream, please, I encourage you to put them in the description box, not in the description, but in the comment section, which will also be open like I do with these uploads. So it seems like the knockout game is continuing, and the reason I say that is that there is a recent story. Steven Crowder did it, did a live on it, where a track star actually um, sucker punched another track runner from behind. Okay, the track runner was running. The sucker puncher was behind him and hit him from the side. Now, it doesn't look like he knocked the fella out. Hopefully he's doing all right, but when you sucker punch somebody like that, same with these knockout games, you're cold cocking people to the point of killing them. That's the result. What will happen, just going out hitting people unexpectedly, all because of your cowardness. Now, I do suspect that this was a hate crime, the punch, and also some jealousy and envy because the runner ahead was white and the sucker puncher was black. So maybe he was. I've also seen these in all sporting events, football, basketball as well, but I digress. So maybe the sucker puncher was jealous that a white guy was ahead of him and he was coming close to the finish line, and this, instead of utilizing his speed to pass the runner in front of him, he utilizes his additional energy just to sucker punch him on the side from behind. So nonetheless, he didn't win. He could have won by using that same energy to just simply pass the runner. But the runner that got hit, maybe he was ahead the whole time. I don't know, but Steven Clowder, I'm sure you can also find a YouTube video of the clip. I came across the full story, and I'll read some quotes later on Blaze News because I'm trying to find a few stories from my uploads this week, and then prepare on Thursday night for my live stream. But yeah, this just goes to show you that these people are cowards. They don't want to, if he were a bigger guy and he's facing them with a firearm on the side, I'm guaranteed these people wouldn't be coming up punching people. And it did slow down for a while because they either come at you, it's usually unexpectedly when you're not paying attention. Like the one couple that's disturbing to me. There was one where a teacher unexpectedly he's carrying groceries, walking through what appears to be an alley. Four or five, several black guys. One of them um, comes across another guy that he's standing next to and sucker punched the teacher and he just lays out. Another incident that's happened in the UK where a black man comes across and knocks a lady out from the side, and she finally comes to and report the story. And that was several years ago when I saw that. But you know, as long as these people are getting away with these things, And the hate is becoming more severe because liberals are letting these people get away with this stuff. They're not telling the full story, what it really is. They're denying it. Oh, these are just a few patrons. They're just a bunch of kids. No, this is something serious. They're actually going around cold cocking people. I ran track for 3 years and it never went through my. I was more of a distance runner than a sprinter, but even the girls in my sprinter group, I think there was only one lighter than I am and had a problem with white people for some reason, and she actually worked hard to run fast and actually had her posture up and everything because in her mind it was like, oh, a white girl is not gonna beat me. She was the only one running. So maybe if this guy had the same attitude instead of sucker punching him, say, oh, okay, I feel ashamed because a white guy is gonna be, even though you know, white people have beaten non-whites across the board. I mean, you're either good at something or you're not. But if that was really his attitude, instead of going around retching around and hitting the fella, where's my story? Um, then it wouldn't have been a problem. But here's the uh, here's the quote. Um, okay, so there seems to be an arrest. So the family has read reports that OCSD claims refusal to press charges. This is false. Okay, the victim that got hit. The family of the victim did want to press charges for this vicious attack and assault caught on video and witnessed by hundreds of people. Okay, yeah, he would have gone to jail. The OCD SD deputy, I'm guessing this is South Dakota. This is in Florida. This occurred in Florida. 1600? No wonder. I ran a 1600. I ran 1600, then the 800 before. They were going to put me in 2400, but by the grace of God, it rained so much because track meets last so long. It was getting late and it was raining, and I was supposed to run with that 2400. No. Anywho, this county in Florida deputy told family that if press charges, then he would also be arrested for battery. Okay, so it seems like there are 3 counts here. Only because this threat did the family choose not to press charges. Now, by them doing that, this is what makes the situation worse. Because now that he knows that he's gotten away with this, he's going to do this to someone else and play victim and say he's sorry. Or someone that visualized this and witnessed this and found out about this quote by this other family, they'll say, "Oh, okay. Well, if he can do it, I can get away with it too." It's like even if you're stealing a piece of bubble gum, because I stole when I was a child, and I got caught as I should have. Because if I didn't, I would have done it again. So, with incidences like this, what are we teaching young people about dignity? Now, if this person gets a scholarship and he loses and he hits the wrong person, I'm talking about the sucker puncher here that should have gotten arrested, then there's going to be a race issue. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Why? As some people call it karma, as a Christian, you do unto the golden rule, as well as um, it always comes back to haunt you, especially when it comes to God's children. You don't get away with anything. Okay, but there's not really something. It's just something I wanted to go deep into because I really wanted to know more about the story because when I saw it on, I mean, I'm eating breakfast in my office because I like to bring, my food because I'm up too early in the morning to cook and sit down and eat. So I bring everything to work with me. And as I'm eating my breakfast, I'm looking up, whoa! And he shows it several times on Louder and with Crowder. It's on YouTube. He comes on live in the morning, I think around 10 a.m. if you want to check him out. But yeah, strange times. Pray for our nation, Christina Resso. Pray for our brothers and sisters that are so suffering globally, especially around this time of Ramadan. More Christians get persecuted, um, in a lot of the heavily Muslim countries. So please keep those Christians in your prayers as well. Talk to you super soon, Christina Resso.